Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Let's Dev. Today we're continuing work on the first phase of our Overwatch 2D Demake. Now last time we had our work cut out for us as we tackled the good old Torbjorn. Indeed, the struggle was real, but we eventually got his kit done with. Well, as much as we can right now. Today we try to revive our one character per episode streak by starting our next character, Tracer. That's right, we're gonna get her entire kit done in one episode and hopefully get us back on track because, to be honest, we've still got so many characters left to do. So let's stop wasting time talking and get to the coding. So much like every episode, the first step was to get a Tracer placeholder sprite done. Because, you know, if there's one person who needs a visual representation, it's the mascot for the whole game. Sadly, much like most of the heroes, I forgot what her default skin looked like. Seriously, I totally forgot she wore goggles. Anyway, once her sprite was up to par and accurate as just about every other hero done so far, it was time to start coding. The first thing I tackled was her recall ability. Honestly, it's a lot simpler than I expected, though I'm sure once we fancy it up a bit, it'll get a lot more challenging. Regardless, to simulate Tracer's recall ability, I set up a check for X and Y positioning every 2 seconds. Now, obviously, the position check is much longer in the actual game, but for the sake of testing, I made it a lot shorter. But thinking about it now in retrospect, I should have probably made it longer, as testing other aspects along with recall proved to be a lot more difficult than necessary. Mentally noted. But with her recall ability basically done, it was time to move on to Tracer's blink ability. Now, there are several ways this could be approached. Jump the character X amount of distance, or actually move the character, just to name a couple. And I actually decided to go with the latter because otherwise we'd have to spend extra code checking for walls, so I figured moving the character would keep collisions in check without having to add any more complications to the mix. This is actually pretty simple to pull off. Set up a counter to keep track of how many times Tracer can blink. If she can blink, then add immediate force to the player, effectively shooting Tracer in the direction she's facing. So while Tracer may not be teleporting forward, the initial push we give her is great enough to emulate the effect. Again, while keeping collisions in check. I then spent some time trying to alter her gravity. I am actually not too familiar with how Tracer's blink works. I'm not sure if there is a change in gravity while Tracer blinks, but I know for a fact that blinking doesn't work vertically. So I tried a bunch of different things out, removing gravity, reducing it, but nothing felt right. This honestly might be something that I come back to in the future, but for now the important thing is that it works. Now moving on, the rest of Tracer's kit was pretty straightforward. I added her left click so she fires her fast little pea shooters, much like Sombra does, so there was only one thing left to do, the Tracer Bomb. And luckily we've worked on enough characters at this point that the Tracer Bomb wasn't difficult to add at all. Applying the same code used in items such as Soldier's Healing Beacon made Tracer's Bomb as simple as changing a few variables, and having the bomb destroy itself after a few seconds. Now, once we have enemies implemented, we'll come back and add an explosive effect to it, and also add the stick effect. But for now, that's all we needed to do for Tracer's ultimate ability. So there we have it. While I anticipate Tracer will give us problems down the line once we start adding other aspects to the game, as of right now, she's up there with Bastion as one of the easier heroes to get done. Hopefully this means that our one character per episode streak is back. Fingers crossed. But for now, that's where I'll end this episode of Let's Dev. So if you enjoyed this video or you enjoy Let's Dev in general, be sure to hit that like button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And as always, be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions on the Tracer code in the comment section below. I always love to hear from you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.